Hello everyone, Grandad here again. And I've had another delivery from the London Mint. So it must be another one of my coins. So we'll just get straight into it and see what it is this time. As usual, it's well wrapped up. A little bit of advertising on the second wrapper. Inside this one, this time it's a shilling. I've got all the documents there. Now this shilling is quite interesting because there's two types of shilling that they're going to send me, and that's the invoice again, so that's another £30. Getting a bit expensive, but I signed up to the deal, so that's what I have to put up with. And it's all in this changing face of British coinage. Now then, I'm pleased to enclose with this letter the golden English shilling, a classic coin in the dazzling set, changing face of British coinage, Queen Elizabeth II, pre-decimal edition. One famous shilling is lavishly presented. The original coin is layered with pure 24-karat gold, with the main design details accented in full colour. Pre-decimal coin, like the shilling, will never again be struck. They are at least of their kind, the last of their kind, and now all their treasure final issues are brought together in this stunning set. Tells you a little bit about the shilling. It's 12 old pence, fixed value of 12 pence. It's been valued at that continuously since 71. The shilling comes from the reign of Henry VIII. The traditional minting of both English and Scottish shillings began in 1937 in the reign of King George VI. Continued during his reign of Queen Elizabeth. The shilling, which were minted in copper on nickel, featured both English and Scottish coats of arms. So that's on this coin here. It's very nice. I'll just undo it so you have a little bit better look at it. And this is the only one and only time I'm ever going to take it out of this box, because I want to keep it in mint condition. And as usual, it's got the Queen's head on that side. If I turn it over, this is dated 1964. This has got a date on 1964, and if I bring that in, you'll see it's got a very nice shield on there, which has got a coat of arms on it, and I think this is the got a crown and 3 lions, so that's probably the English version of this coin, because we're getting both an English and a Scottish version apparently. Now it's going to go, there's the authenticity certificate. Bought to the Queen Elizabeth, anything pure layered. National emblem English shilling. So that goes into my folder. Now the last coin I had, which was the florin, which I put into my folder, I actually put it in the wrong place, and I put it on this front part of the folder, in that space there. But that space isn't for that coin. It's actually for the farthing, which I haven't got yet. And I was rather perplexed that they didn't send me the coin that goes in that particular thing first before they sent me the ones on this side. So the florin actually goes in this side. Now this shilling also goes in this side, and it's got the English reverse. Lead and pure cockrat. Lions and 3 leopards, with 3 lions, leopard heads. So that goes in there. So I'd actually put my florin in the wrong place. So I've got 3 more coins to come, and hopefully they haven't forgotten and given me the haven't forgotten to send me the florin, farthing I mean, which should be in there. But that's 2 in that side, and I got 4 in that side. So that is the next coin in the series. Now there's some bits of information they sent me here. I'll just have a little look. Now they sent me another advertising for that coin which I showed before, which was the coin commemorating the World Wars. And they've got a King Edward 1 silver penny from 1877. Now that's quite interesting. Now, as I say, I can't afford really to send for these coins because they're quite expensive, but that would be nice to have if I could afford it, to have some old English coins. These have been held in the British Museum, hand hammered, and each coin is unique. So those would be nice to have. They wouldn't be genuine coins, they would be reproductions of the original coins, I assume, of the silver penny of King Edward I, silver penny from 1877. So that's interesting, but I won't be sending for those. Now another coin that I did send for, and this actually I've had some little while, so I've unwrapped it because I needed to pay for it. But this is from a different mint. Those are from which I think is the Royle Mint, or the London Mint they call it, and I think that's in Wales. Now this one is another mint which I sent from this one from, and this is a coin of, I don't know whether it tells you the name of the mint I got it from now. It doesn't tell you. I had some paperwork with it, but I'm not quite sure. But this is a coin of Winston Churchill, and it's a lovely folder. I'm very pleased with the folder that it's come with it. And there was 5 coins in this series, but of course I can't afford to send for all the coins because they get expensive. But I sent for this first one, and I mean, I was quite surprised when it arrived because it's not really a coin. It's a huge medal, and there it is. Again, it's 24 karat gold, I believe, and it's a huge medal. Well, I suppose you'd call it a medal or commemorative disc for Winston Churchill, and it's got never, never, never give in. So it's something to do with the wartime, but it's a wonderfully big coin. And on the other side there, you've got another picture of Winston Churchill standing by the door there because he was Prime Minister and a great statesman. And they've made a film just recently about Winston Churchill. And I think that's very popular at the moment. But I saw this advertised in, I think it was a television book or something, one of these books you get for the television, I think it was. And it was quite cheap, it was about £10 or something, so I thought I'd send for it. But I didn't realise it was going to be quite such a big coin. But it's huge. And they fit into this folder quite nicely. And you get a little authenticity label as usual. Yeah, they send you those, which I like to get because I like things to be authentic. And if I could afford it, to be able to send for the other coins, there's pictures of them there, or what they would look like if I'd got them. But unfortunately, as I say, I think I could have got the next one for another £10, but that committed you to buying the other 2 or 3. I think there's 3. I don't know what coin went in this side. It was a smaller coin. It doesn't really tell you about that. But I'm quite happy to have just one coin, even if I can't afford all of them. And that was from a different mint. And I think it was called the... I wonder if I can find the paperwork for it in here. I can find it quickly, because I'd like to tell you exactly where it came from. It's the Windsor Mint. That's where it was. It was the Windsor Mint. And I'm not quite sure where the Windsor Mint is. I think the other one is in Wales somewhere. But this is the Windsor Mint, and again they sent me all sorts of advertising trying to persuade me to buy other coins from them. But I was quite happy just to get the one of Winston Churchill, so I've got one. And that'll have to do me, because I can't afford to buy too many coins. So that'll go in my collection. Now, while we've got the camera rolling, I thought I'd show you this little coin which I picked up from a charity shop. And I save all sorts of coins, as you know, and I go metal detecting. And I've found quite a few Roman coins, and I've got quite a few Roman coins. But this coin is an interesting coin. Now, I didn't find this. I bought it in a charity shop. It cost me about £8, I think it was. But I don't know how well it's going to show up. But I'll just bring this coin in and hope, if I can move the light round a little bit better, hope that you can see, whether you can, whether you can see this coin very good. I'm trying to get it into the light so that it shows it. Well, there's a head of an emperor there, I think. He's facing to the, what way is that? He's facing to the right, I think, as you're looking at it. And he's an emperor there, and he's got like a laurel leaf, and there's some writing which I can't understand what it says. Now on the back, it's got what looks a bit like an angel. It isn't an angel. It's apparently it's Loki, and he's or Nike. I mean, sorry, not Loki. It's Nike, and he's a goddess of victory. Now this coin is actually a Greek coin, and I took it to somebody in a coin shop in Shrewsbury to ask about it, to find out what it was worth before they sold it in the charity shop. And he valued it. He offered us £10 for it. So I assume it's worth more than that, because he was willing to pay £10 for it. But of course, we took it back to the charity shop and they put it on sale, and I decided that I'd buy it myself. Now it's a Greek coin, and apparently it's a drachma, and it's a tear drachma. It's 4 drachmas. And now we couldn't date it because he said the coin was too far gone to be able to put a date on it. But it's obviously quite old, and I'm not sure where it actually came from, whether somebody dug it up or just collected it while they were in Greece or somewhere, or picked it up. But I thought that was an interesting coin. I thought I'd just add it in with this little video I'm doing for my unboxing of the Royle Mint coin, just to make this video a little bit more interesting. So it's the only one I've got that's actually a Greek coin, and I'll put that in my collection and treasure it, hopefully, as the only one and only Greek coin I've got in my collection. As I say, I've got quite a lot of Roman coins, but that's the only true Greek coin I've got, and it's I don't know what that word is. It's T-E-T-R-A, I think that's what it's supposed to be. T-E-T-R-A. Tira? I'm not quite sure, but it's a drachma. 4 drachmas, the value of the coin would have been. So that's interesting. So that's another little unboxing, and I'll bring you another one as soon as another one arrives through the post. But for that's all I've got for you today. And until I see you again, this is Grandad as usual, signing off and saying bye-bye now. Bye-bye.